Hello everyone, Wenzeltron here, and we're back on Heroes of the Storm as always. And today we're going to go and play Anub'arak, but before we get into it, I want to go over something. Because this kind of went under the radar for me, and I realized that Anub'arak was sitting at a very, very high win rate. Let me double check real quick before I say numbers. He is now at a 53.2, number 3 on the overall HotS leaderboards, which is pretty fantastic. And that being said, I was curious because for a long time now, Anub'arak hasn't been the greatest. He's always had a decent sustain build, which is the one I gravitated towards when he was good a little while ago. But he's recently come back, and that being said is because he has now a baseline of 25 spell armor. The Blizzard team has redone the way resistance and armor works. Instead of like doing spell resistance, basic attack resistance, it's now an armor system, which is still the same, but now they're rolling in baseline changes. So for instance, Anub'arak here, it says 25 spell armor, and you can check these for the other heroes. I think Arthas received 15 physical armor, excuse me, and this means that baseline he will receive 25% less spell damage. And then when you couple it in with his level 1 talent of Dampen Magic, this is 50% spell armor, or 50 spell armor, which is a 50% reduction every 8 seconds for 1.5 seconds, means he can take a lot of spell damage. So like a Chromie, I've played this a little bit, can do literally no damage to you as long as you're not getting hit by random spells before she lands the spell on you, which means he can dive backlines on the mages and basically come out unscathed, and couple that with his sustain abilities, he can just be a monster on the backline. So that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully we get a team with some mages on it, and I get to show you how Anub'arak works. And without further ado, we're going to get to it, and thank you all for watching, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. See you in game. Alrighty everyone, we've landed on the Cursed Hollow. And let's look at the teams real quick. We have Anub'arak, Tracer, Nova, Tyrael, Vala versus Medivh, Illidan, Tracer, Samuro, Sonya. So we have a duo tank setup, which is actually pretty good for Anub'arak in my opinion. They don't have really a magey type. I guess you can consider Sonya and Medivh. But Medivh is a stretch, Sonya is definitely ability power hero. But they're definitely attack damage. We're just going to go for Dampen Magic just to prove the concept. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to prove the concept to you guys. And so every 8 seconds you'll see the shield pop around you, but if you know you have the ability or not is on the bottom left here. It says Dampen Magic. So that's how you know you have this ability. You basically don't want to like overextend or just keep getting hit by too many abilities from the damage dealers. Otherwise, I'm going to go for Illidan here. Going to dive and stun him. I missed because he had evasion up. Good dodge from Illidan there. So to explain Anub'arak, so his trait, first of all, is every 8 seconds he spawns a little beetle. Or rather, that's not 8 seconds, that's later on. Every time you cast an ability, he spawns a beetle. And what this beetle does, it just attacks the nearest... they dove so hard on her. But every time you cast an ability, you will spawn a little beetle that'll just attack the nearest hero. Initially, this had to be changed. It was never smart enough to actually focus heroes. It would only actually deal damage to... Oh man, that's pretty good. But see, right there, damage magic did work. Historically, the Dampen Magic or the sustain build in which I'm going for here, there's a good portal by Medivh, but he missed the portal, actually. You would go for Regen Master level 1, but with this new Dampen Magic change, it actually feels pretty good. Ooh, quick movement on his part. Looks like, nope, Medivh doing Medivh things. Samuro has joined the party. Let's hope I stun him. There we go, save Vala. And I think I just need to back out. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave and go back. So, it's also worth noting that not just against mages, but this build will work against Novas as well, because you will reduce the damage of her Q, her snipe ability. And as you've seen me use my abilities, they're just different straight line skill shots. His Q is just a straight line stun as it travels along its path. And then his E is a burrow under the ground that you can reactivate to stun the enemies they impact. Give me this ping ball of danger there. And at this level, you're going Legion of Beetles, which spawns beetles periodically. And as you can see, Dampen Magic does the thing I needed to do again on that Tracer's ultimate. Feels pretty good. We have a Tyrael here, so I'm just going to try and just get my big beetle body in here and just try and zone these guys back. Because they're very auto-attack heavy, and I have a pretty decent health pool with which to sustain these guys. Just going to keep my aggression on Tracer, but Medivh was able to pick me out there. So this talent just allows you to spawn more beetles. The entire goal of this build is that you spawn as many beetles as you can so that they will get the Legion beetles at level 7 here to continue to Tyrael needs to leave! Little buddy! They could have had it. You didn't need to die, Tyrael. Why? Hey, Arvalo's fat jerk. And like that, we got the first tribute of the game just because we have more sustain on their team, and I don't think their Sonya actually showed up at all the entire fight. So we were just outnumbering them. Yeah, it looks like their Sonya is not actively in any lane right now. AFK maybe? I don't know. She would have dropped probably by now if gonna just attack this Medivh because I'm not really scared of him. Don't have anything to lose. He probably has Master's Touch though. Let's double check. Oh no, that's next level. They are ahead of us on Soak though. Sonya's bottom lane, as you can see. Really, Medivh? Really, buddy? You can't beat me. I will just win this lane slowly but surely. And he wasted his cooldown, and I can just turn on him and do this. There's a Samurai, so I'm just gonna go do this, and I'm fine. I think they did change his burrow a while ago, where he used to be able to not take any damage while burrowed, and then they got rid of that, but he is unstoppable. He can't beat. Really, Medivh? You're not gonna like. Medivh tried to body block me into the wall. Like, you can't go get the tribute. Congratulations, I got the tribute. Uh-oh. We need help. Tyrael is top lane still. Zoning Sonya back. Medivh is quite low. Valla needs to be careful. Medivh is about 10% HP. Let's get the burrow. Bam! We need the rest of our team. Just keeping my pressure on the Samurai. Samurai got it away. Oh my god, this is such a long fight. Thank god I have sustaining beetles. Oh, you want to go? Sonya, you want a mess? Tracer's back. Sonya's back. I'm just going to keep channeling this thing. Keep spawning my beetles. Taking no damage from that at all, but beetles do work. I am so out of mana. This is the ridiculous, most ridiculously drawn out fight in the history of the world. I'm body blocking this Illidan in the corner of the wall right now. Yay, we got the tribute! Run away! Run away! Run away! I got no mana! Oh, we got Tracer though. Do I dare go back? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and help. That's an Illidan death. That's a stun Samurai! Team! We can do it! I shouldn't have gone back. I'm not even close to dead though, but we're fine. Where did he go? I see you, buddy. Where'd you go? I lost the shimmer. Nice, they got him! So I just stalled that out for a really long time because of my sustain. They don't have a healer either with Medivh, but like, that was just really good play on our part. And you can just see how much I'm able to sustain in these. I'm doing 16,000. Tyrael's doing more, but that's because he's probably going against a higher damage dealing target initially. Because I was only going against Medivh for the most part. Sonya came rather late. And they're not really spending that much time to focus me down, which is a little strange. Normally people kind of just focus Anub'arak down pretty easily. And at this level right now, I'm going to go Locust Swarm. This is just so you get your big beetle body in the middle of a fight, and it just heals you in the swarm deals damage around you. This is just to improve your overall sustain as it progresses. And we are now 2 tributes up. I'm just going to walk into him because I'm not really scared. Not too much. They don't have much burst damage, and I can just interrupt the Illidan pretty easy. But I want to peel for our Valha as much as I can here. It looks like we're going to have some issues. I am healing off of the clones as well, so that's worth noting. Did I get him? Just continue to try and chase backwards for this Nova or Valha, but it didn't really work. Do I have a burrow? No, I should back out now. Okay, so they got that tribute. It's what it is. I'm just gonna keep backing up. We had no Tracer there or no Nova. They're probably just late. It's no big deal. It is what it is. First one for their enemy team, no big deal. We still have 2-1. I'm just gonna back and get mana. I was pretty low that fight. I should probably would have went back. And as you can see, I'm actually doing the most hero damage because I think my beetles are able to focus heroes down pretty easily. So it works out in our favor. And we're about a level ahead of the team, or just about so. Should be spawning pretty soon here. Gonna ping danger there. They do have ults. Medivh went for Leyline Seal. I'm gonna just try and destroy the sippy cup. I'm just trying to back. That's all I want to do here. Medivh missed his Leyline Seal. I might die here. Nope, Illidan decided to go over the wall and attack the tower instead of killing me. Medivh might do the same. Yep, our team collapsed, and I'm not dead. That is really, really good, but they got a tribute. So 2 of them died for that tribute, basically. We should get this fort. That was pretty, I don't know. That could have been a good play on their part, because now they've tied up the tribs. But it is what it is. We'll just get this fort and continue our level lead. Vala got stuck, but will not take her down. Tyrael is going ham in the front there, and at this level, we're just going to go Burning Rage to just be able to dive in as much as we can. Their Samuro did not go Bladestorm. He went for the other ultimate, the Illusion Master. Who is that? Tyrael. Not gonna use my ult here, no reason to. Tracer needs to not do that. Okay, good. And now, Burning Rage does a couple things. So when you dive in, you're passively getting damage done. So this is what kind of he does with Locust Swarm, with Burning Rage. He just gets this damage amplification. Only hit me in that. Sonya's coming from behind. They continue to fight this. I'm gonna pop my ultimate. We have a tribute though, so I might not want to waste it now. Gonna use it now. Just passively heal up off of these guys. Stand the Sonya. Great shield from Medivh though. And Tyrael should have this tribute, just like a so. And we are doing just fine, everybody. And that's a great kill on Medivh. And I think we should just push bottom. We're already here. We should just push with this. So we're almost level 15. Very good. Oh, and a great grenade from our Tracer onto theirs. Almost taking her down. I might almost dive under this. Okay, if Tyrael goes in, I'm going to go in with him. There we go. Being ultra aggro on these guys, because they don't really have a way of stopping our push here. We have 26 seconds still on this curse, so we should be just fine. Illidan is trying everything in his power to go on our Vala here, but we're just trying to protect her here. And now, Beetlejuiced is what we're going to go for. Every third basic attack on a hero spawns a another beetle. So this is just to up your sustain more and more as you continue to just auto attack people down. As you can see here, I'm just attacking this Medivh because he's letting me. Our Nova is back. She looks like she DC. Going in on Sonya. So she just spawned on me like silly. Sonya died. No big deal. Tracer's dead. Wow. Are we gonna win the game right now? Is this what's gonna happen? No, we shouldn't. We should back out. Or we could just bait them in for more kills. Yeah, it looks like. Wow, that was That's a really, really good push. Let's get this camp. We're now 3 levels up on the enemy team. Pinging arterial that I'm on the way. He is very low on health right now. I just burrowed through because I knew that they were going to go bottom lane to defend. It looks like they got someone go get a camp there. Arterial needs to be careful though. Get the towers, and I think we should back out. I think we should go poop on this fort. I'm just spawning my beetles. So what I do with my W usually is just spam it as much as possible to keep a beetle up. I'm waiting to see if Medivh comes in on this. Okay, he's in bird form. I'm gonna use my beetle swarm, locust swarm rather, on this Illidan, so he just gets melted slowly but surely, which is the kind of damage Medivh can't heal through. It's just trickle damage. Okay, good thing my beetles are actually soaking those tower shots right now. And we're just seeing the ability of Anub'arak here to just interrupt this enemy team. Every time Illidan dives in, I have my Q ready so that he cannot continue to pursue and get away from me. And I always have a beetle up with my little shield. It's only 584. It doesn't really deal, like, it's not there for the actual shielding capabilities, which helps, but it's not the greatest. But I mostly use it for spawning my beetles, which is what this build is all about. Just having all sorts of beetles here and ready at your disposal at all times. And now this boss here is kind of a win condition for us because we have no keep there. Tracer actually did just come in and poke me. Medivh might do the same. I hope Tracer doesn't die. Nice, and Medivh's gonna fall too, so we got a 2 kills for nothing there. Illidan was not with the team. And we're pretty much on track to just win this game outright. And we should definitely get top boss while they're dealing with bottom boss. And Sonya has died. Looks like they were trying to get boss as well. Normally, I would say if you think the enemy team is getting boss, you should probably do yours so that you don't get another boss as well. So that they don't get double the value like they just did there. They split. Illidan was bottom, dealing with our boss, while they tried to steal the boss or get the boss on their side, and it didn't work out for them. So I think we should push with the boss and probably win this game. It shouldn't be a big deal. Samuro is unbreakable, but he did get blocked out by Tyrael and should fall. I think he's the real one right there. Oh, nice cloning there. But Tracer's next to him, and that's going to be a kill. I'm using my beetles now. I'm way in the back line here. Oh, man. They're just, like, ignoring me at this point. I honestly had a really low threshold of how good Anub'arak could be, and he's really strong. He's in a really good spot right now, in my opinion, for double bruiser setups. Going in on Illidan to peel for Valo there, and as you can see, I have a little beetle army going on right now, and that's going to be game. Super smooth. Super smooth. Victory. And that's going to be it, peeps. Amazing. Completely utter amazing. MVP. Awesome. Completely amazing, peeps. And you can see right there, I got the best killing spree in the game there. So, gonna upvote our Vala because we just enabled her to do everything she needed to do that game. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go over the stats and talents real quick. It's nothing too spectacular. Pretty much the same sustained build as you've always seen for Anub'arak. I only got 1 killing blow, but 21 assists, which is basically almost every fight in this entire game. 45,000 siege damage, which, let's see real quick, about middle of the group. Hero damage, just under the most in the game. I was topping for a little bit, and then I got the most damage soaked as well. Their Sonya did 4,000 more than me, but I only died once. And as you can see, we had such a supreme level lead in the late game there that they didn't really have any way of dealing with us. And so the only big departure for this build for me are those two. First is getting Dampen Magic. I usually never went this. I would always go Regen Master. But this ability, as you saw, reduces the amount of spell damage you take so much with the baseline. It's a 75% reduction every 8 seconds because of the baseline. that Tracer, when she would use her ult on me, it didn't do anything. It's like a tickle, which is amazing. And then everything else is beetle damage, except for level 13. Historically, I would go for the Epicenter, which is the increased range and damage, I think, on the Burrow. But now I'm a believer in Burning Rage for Anub'arak, because you're just going to be sitting and chilling in the backline, auto-attacking the squishies, because you're Beetlejuice Town here, and just sustaining away, just being a nuisance, just doing your thing. And then at level 20, I didn't get to talk about this because we were winning the video game. I get the upgrade to Locust Swarm, which is you spawn a permanent vampire locust that just attacks every 3 seconds, and it just heals you. This is just passively increases your sustain as you go throughout the game, which is just amazing. I just like these sustain build tanks. These are my kind of tanks. And that's going to do it for Anub'arak today and the spell armor lesson that I gave in the beginning. And I really like the direction Blizzard is taking with this, giving different heroes, especially tanks, because you can't build kits for tanks too differently. You need to have some sort of sustain, some sort of interrupt, some sort of engage, stuff like that. Like the core kit themselves can't be too different, unique rather. Where damage users, they can get unique with different pathing and different stuff like that. And like Ragnaros is a great example of that. But with tanks, they can't really differentiate them as much as other classes, especially as well as healers. But that's a different discussion. And the way they're taking this with this armor differentiation, I think is great for the game, because it gives you the ability to be like, okay, this is what an enemy team has, this is what we needed to beat it. So this shows you that the game is evolving and becoming more complex over time, which is really what you want to see, especially giving more flavors of tanking that you hadn't seen in the past. Because before it wasn't all that visible, but now it's visible. It's here. It's awesome. But yeah, as you know, I'm a tank player, so that's my take on it. And please, as you see on screen, check out some other stuff and things on this channel. It'd be pretty much awesome if you guys do that. And thank you all for watching yet again. And don't forget to like button and let me know what you guys think about Anub'arak and the spell armor / armor changes themselves. See y'all later, peeps!